Good evening, gamers. It is Monday night, and we are here for another batch of scrims. Okay, it is an 18 slot server, so I have to hop to STV. That's no problem. These are the things that I wish I could figure out before I go live. But, you know, shit happens. No one cares. Anyway, we're going to be watching UGC Gold Scrims, as per usual. I should probably update my stream to say that. Now, we're going to be watching Shadow Ball versus Does It. Shadow Ball is a team coming up from Silver, and Does It is, I think, also a team coming up from Silver, although I feel like a lot of their players have played Gold as well.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So I am now in the STV. It's funny because I still see myself. I still see myself in the spec because I just switched to STV, so it's really confusing. But yeah, here we are, ladies and gents. We are going to be watching some Gold Scrims. So we're just waiting for things to get started. STV. So obviously there's going to be quite a delay. Probably until they ready up and until we see things go. So until then, try to find out some info. Try to dig up some shit about these people.
They're playing process.
Oh, okay. Does It as a returning team from season 16. Thank you, Wishers. Thank you. Appreciate that. These are the things we learned. Papa bless. So let's see. I do recognize a lot of these names too. I think the other thing about Does It is it's a lot of people that in season 15 were part of. Oh god, I wish I could remember the name. They were Cat Girls Cafe for a little bit.
Is that blue team?
Yeah, blue team. Yeah.
I know Rai is a monster on demo. That's what I've heard.
I don't know if he's playing demo. Tennis playing demo, and I believe Rai is going to be medic. So a little bit
That's
of...
Orga on probably heavy.
Yeah, Orga will probably be playing heavy. Connor, sniper, as most people would probably understand. Mex.
Probably soldier.
Is it?
I don't know.
God, I can never remember. There's Europe, there's Mex, there's Asia. Isn't Mexico a medic main as well? God, who knows? Dark Side Paradise! Wish. You're the man. Dark Side Paradise, that was their name. I should have remembered because it was a great album. What a champion. Thank you. Yo, this guy's better than you, Jack. Get out of here.
Who?
Someone in the Twitch chat's feeding me information, man. Fucking champion.
Start reading his tips. To you. Oh, by the way, recently learned.
Actually, I do have stuff about these teams written down. I guess we're waiting for Shadow Ball to get the rest of their players in there. And I can dig up some dirt, dogs.
What kind of dirt are you looking for?
As in their rosters. But it sounds a lot cooler
Oh.
if you say dirt, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna incriminate.
It sounds a lot more edgy, you know? Gets people interested.
I'm not sure what Shadow Ball is.
Shadow Ball.
Players, but not the class.
Yeah, they were 7-1 in Silver last season. So their only loss was to Social Justice Warriors, aka faking gay, faking straight, whatever.
AKA GSAT.
AKA GSAS. I like to call him fake and great. I think Vinny said that, and it caught on for me. But yeah, so Shadow Ball is...
No, you said something once. It was like... You remember?
No.
I'll look it up one sec.
Alright, you got this.
It was so good.
So, we're looking for Shadow Ball, their roster this season. At least, I don't know if all these people are the people that are here. Looks like most are, but Sherm is going to be playing Scout, Unicorn Wizard is going to be playing Soldier, Xena on Pyro, Coco on Demo, which looks like they have Teats McGee in there right now. Timba on Heavy, that Shiny Mudkip on Engineer, Jeremy is their medic. Neon on sniper, and Sinister Hakuna is spy. The other team is, as we mentioned, Does It, aka Dark Sky Paradise, aka Catgirl Cafe, catgirls.tf. And I'm actually really interested to see how this team throws down as well. Looks like they haven't found their 15 and under. There it is.
Yeah.
15 and under
Second.
was the name for Faking Gay as well. Which I think that's a great name, man.
15 and under.
So their scout, they're still trying people out. I don't know who We Dem Boys is. If I don't know, maybe find
I'll
it
look
out.
it up.
Super is their soldier. Pyro is June, which it looks like Mew is ringing right now, or maybe trying out. Tenna is the demo. Triple is their normal heavy. So Orga is probably ringing, which I believe, yeah, he's one of their backups. Poseidon is their normal engineer, and it looks like Mex is going to be in there. Rai is the medic. Sniper is Connor, and Spy is Water, which let's see. Wasn't Water supposed to be on USA this season?
I've not been following Water.
Well, unless
Maybe
it's
he's
a
ringing because he
it's a
is in the
different
Steam
Water.
group. So
Yeah, he's in the Steam group, and
he's rostered with them.
it's interesting. And it's Water with 2 R's. That Water.
What's up?
Are there multiple Waters? I don't know.
No, I'm looking at his profile now.
Is
He's
there
definitely
Water?
with USA.
There's Waterson. What's up, Waterson? What's up, dog? And what's up? What's up, Foam? I don't know if I should call you by your old name, man. I don't know. Is it under wraps? Is it under wraps? So we are still waiting for things to get started. Do we find out who We Dem Boys is?
I looked and I did not recognize him at all. So he's a mystery to me.
He will remain a mystery. Juicy? That's a name that he's rostered by. I don't know. I wish I knew everyone. This is one of those things too. We're early in the off season. I guess early-ish. We're gonna be about 3 weeks away at this point. 3 weeks away, starting this Monday. So, you know, a lot of people yet to find teams. A lot of people unknown to us. And we are just waiting for things to get started. It's 9v9, so I'm assuming someone's maybe taking a poopy or something before we get started. And I spoke to Jeremy before this too, and he asked me of the 2 scrims that they were doing. I think they're playing USA later. He asked me to cast this one specifically. We might still do it depending on what goes down. Maybe find another one to cast, but
Yeah.
he said that the games between these teams have been really close. They said they had like a 30-minute Badwater or maybe 20-minute Badwater that ended just in the last 40 seconds. They had 3-2s on Viaduct and on Lakeside as well. So 2 pretty evenly matched teams. And like I said, they went 7-1 last season in Silver. Shadowball did. So probably looking to compete at around mid-gold is what I'd say that they're trying to do. But we won't know, obviously, how well they're going to do until they start playing against those teams that are going to be around there. And there we go. Ready up, you retards, comes into the chat, so we probably will be getting started here soon.
The rubber's scared. It's quickly been dropped. Sinister quoting, "This is the most retarded situation I've ever been in." Please start.
Alright, plugins are unloaded.
I think I have insider info that Shadowball is struggling with Mumble. They're using a new voice.
They're in
software called
Discord?
They're in Discord.
Oh god, Discord's one of those things that people are either really excited about or just like don't care enough about. I can loan them my Mumble.
Yeah, I'll offer that to Sinister. Actually, no. Jeremy can't use Mumble. So they're trying to work around that.
How can you not use
So,
Mumble?
He said something about his university is blocking it or something.
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
Jeremy can't use Mumble.
They have Mumble banned at his college?
They're contemplating Skype.
The struggles, man. The struggles. Well, you know, while we have downtime, some self-promotion here. I've been writing some articles with a group of guys on a website called The Killer Exclusive TF2. It's still like a WordPress site, so you know, The Killer Exclusive TF2.wordpress.com. But I am happy to say that we now have a Steam group as well. So that's going to be a lot easier if you want to join it. We're going to be posting whenever we post new articles, make announcements, etc., etc. So definitely cool to join up in there if you'd like. I can link it down into the chat. So you can join that, keep an eye on what's going on. There's also a link to the site if you want to check out the articles that I've posted so far in there as well. So I did a countdown, basically countdowns part 1 through 4 of UGC. Part 3 would be coming out later this week. So definitely check those out if you want to see what's going on with some of the teams. First week I worked with 2016, which is a team with Dr. Zoidy at the helm. LFT, which apparently, kind of true to its name, now all the players are looking for teams because the team died already. A couple of their players. It was a team with Arst and Ice that were...
Oh yeah, the shot away.
Yeah.
Ice team.
And it was originally called LFT, and then they said they were going to change the name, but it got changed so hard, I guess, that they left the team. And I think Arst and Max, the demo, not the Sniper Max, joined Papa Peddlers.
The Max and Cheese, I think.
Max and Cheese, yep. And now the other players are just looking for homes. So that's
went over to the Papa Bless, correct?
Papa Bless. So yeah, that's where we are right now with that stuff. In terms of them, who else did I cover? Papa Peddlers this week, Quail Noises, which is gonna be a monster team. Oh shit! Wait, we're going live. We're going live, boys.
Starting. We're rolling out.
All right, here's Tenna. We're looking at him coming through our first mid. Hits his rollout pretty well. 105 health. He gets the small health pack. Opts not to go for his big one there. Just spamming out, but nothing really doing so far in terms of big damage. Good overheals for either side. Super, the soldier, jumps in and is able to actually pick up Jeremy, the medic, for Shadow Ball. So that's going to be a good pick to start off with. We'll see if Rai can stay alive and keep things going through this mid.
Getting a pick on Rai would help them out a lot here.
Yeah, but it looks like Shadow Ball is mostly content to just hang back out towards second and just wait. They've got to build their Uber. Hopefully their Scout maybe running Basher or something like that. Or, well, their Sniper just went down, so that's probably gonna prompt a push out for them right through second as well. And as always, I really hate being an STV because I don't know if it's me or just STV in general, but it's always a little bit more laggy hanging out in STV, so I'm sorry if you do notice some extra lag coming through this way. So actually, Rai uses Uber to get in on second. They haven't even put in a cap time on just yet. So clear things out. They're putting their cap time down. So Jeremy will have an Uber to defend last, which is definitely going to help him out a lot. Water, the spy for does it is just hanging out, really. I was expecting him maybe to go for a pick, but just taking his time before committing.
Did you catch if that was a force in the second, or if they actually wanted to pop?
No, I actually didn't catch that.
Yeah,
So the drawbacks of casting from first person, you know, you don't get to see the overview of everything going on, but
correct.
But Neon, the sniper for Shadow Ball, cannot stay alive, just constantly being feasted on. 100% for each medic, so probably going to prompt a push pretty soon with Neon still down. But now that the scout for Does It is down, that might slow down their push a little bit. Because
Shadowball needs some help in lobby here. They're coming in.
Yeah, actually, let's take a look. Oh, Neon drops right! There we go. He finally stays alive and hits it up with the drop. The funny thing is that's his own teammate. See ya.
Yeah.
So
where he was though.
He was looking into lobby. Rai ran into lobby and he just caught him as he was coming in. So here is gonna be Jeremy dropped too! Connor dropped Jeremy! Oh shit. So there we go. They were getting ready to prompt their push out after that, and here comes the drop. Here comes the boom, man.
Just do it. Does it?
Does it? Yeah, they have a solid 40% ad, so they should be able to go off of it this time. Commit the bodies, get a couple picks. They've had no problem getting the picks when they need it. So, Rai goes down. So that's we're just gonna see this back and forth and back and forth. Eventually, someone's gonna have to take the plunge and actually keep their medic alive, though. That's gonna be integral to the push. It's an inhibitor charge.
Yes.
Turns out.
I'm gonna get on the spy cam here and see what Sinister's gonna pull off.
I've got the Sherm cam going, dude. I've got the Sherm cam. They're actually combo's getting aggressive in lobby right now, so let's see if they're gonna commit some bodies. They're gonna commit some bodies to go through. Sherm getting pushed back by a mini sentry, the scout's greatest weakness. And then the combo is just gonna back out completely from lobby. I guess they were getting a little aggressed. But they do have 100% Uber, and they have 9 players up. Maybe just wait for a pick to go in, but in about 25 seconds, Rai will be up on his Uber, so not too much.
Neon looking through shutter. Not finding anything.
I'll take a look at what Jeremy is doing. Yeah, coming through shutter, uses the Uber off of Teats right there, but no one else following in. Jeremy does flash in as heavy, but looks like it was a little too late for everyone. I don't know where the miscommunication was, whether Jeremy wasn't clear that he was going to be Ubering, or the team just couldn't catch up in time. But that is a wasted opportunity there, because now with 100% Uber, here comes Ryan crew. Point is going down right now. Neon, one of the only players left alive for Red Team, but Timba, Teats, and the Soldier here. Unicorn Wizard.
Point. We might be able to get this.
Oh yeah, especially with Timba going. Oh, but
Unicorn Wizard picks him up.
Sherm.
Does it? Comes back.
There we go. That is our first round in about 5 minutes, 5.5. So here we're gonna watch Teats McGee on his rollout. Take a look at what's going on.
Ooh, Teats is gonna be slow to this mid.
Yeah, did not nail any aspect of that rollout. It's gonna get the overheal from Medic. Here comes the jump by Super, but doesn't end up picking up Jeremy this time. Actually goes down, and so does the Scout. We done boys.
Does it?
Yeah. And looks like Wish is actually in on heavy now, subbing in for Orga. So 5 up, a couple spawns now for the blue team, but that's going to be a point capture for Shadowball.
Yep.
And Rai did not die, which is very important, because if they can just delay the push by another 10-15 seconds, they will have an Uber to defend second with. We'll see how fast that Shadowball wants to commit players.
Looks like an IT push maybe coming out.
I want to see the sewer push. I remember casting a match earlier in the off-season, and the sewer push became a thing. Let's see. He should take Sherman on this Uber. Here is the flash. Demo does a good job taking down the mini sentry to allow Sherm to get in and do some more work, but Rai still hasn't had to use this Uber, so still sitting pretty on that 100%. He's got a lot of players around him too to do some real damage, but only Neon for Poor Shadow Ball is down. Sherm getting aggressive again, but gets pushed back by the demo and heavy.
Good force by Unicorn.
Oh, Unicorn hit the force. That's huge.
Force drive.
That's huge, man. That's absolutely trying.
He did it. He did it.
Oh yeah, he did it. Talk about doing it, dude. So we will probably see Shadow Ball commit a few bodies in here, but Sherm looks like it's the only one that wants to get aggressive. Jeremy is about 10 seconds away from his Uber, so maybe they're just waiting for things to fall in line for them here. But they're probably going to need a pick either way before they just go rushing in with just an Uber. Speaking of, here comes the Uber out of the red team. A couple picks, but not too much. Looks like Jeremy is going to go down to lead him boys the scout for... Does it. Does it. They just have so many names, man.
Yeah. Sure, I'm winning the 1v1 there. Claiming victory. Does it's picking up the numbers here. They might get into this mid.
Yeah, Riot at about a 10%. 10% ad here, and of course I'm experiencing some issues. So, Jack, why don't you take it away for a second?
Yeah, getting a message from my friend Sinister here. Discord is not going well. Much prefer Mumble. He does not like the situation. Does it's taking this mid. We're gonna get the cap here. And I'm hoping to see a sewer push come out of this. Oh, and as I say that, Neon gets Rye, stalling the push.
Yeah, I was actually taking a look to see if Sinister was going to get it, but Neon able to. And it wasn't a drop, but Neon's had Rye's number. Big drop, big picks. It's definitely going to do a lot for them right now. And I was taking a look. Neon, from what I saw, didn't have a whole lot of experience, but if he's going to keep playing like that, why not
Yeah, I
keep
think
him in?
the second drop, doing really well.
And Teets, the Uber came out. Teets tried to do a little bit, but it went down to 7 health. Not too many frags falling right there, but they still have an Uber ad because Rye did go down. So, welcome to 5CP Highlander. A little slow, absolutely. But one thing to note is Jeremy has not been doing as much healing as Rye has because he's now fallen behind from a 10% ad to about a 10% disadvantage. But it looks like it's probably not going to matter by the time. But with bigger deficits in Uber, that could be huge. So he's lucky. He's lucky they were so close to using right there. Oh, and here comes the answered Uber by. Does it? Let's see if they're going to be able to pick anything up. And I'm trying to look into way to get rid of that inspect panel, but I'm...
Yeah, I was actually Googling that. I was like, huh.
I wonder if it's an option in here. I'll have to check that out later, guys. I apologize for that. I do want to get rid of it. It's pretty terrible.
It is annoying.
But here we are trying to get things to go here. Just waiting on a push. I mean, at least we are seeing like a mid v mid here. No team is pushed out to second, so it's going to be a little bit more aggressive than usual. But let's get a nice overhead view of what we're looking at here.
Looks like a stalemate, but I'll hold me to it.
Oh, there we go. Rye drops again, this time to Sinister. That's going to prompt the push out of Jeremy and company. Let's see. There we go. The big fuck you, Sinister, comes out into chat. Only 4 up left for Does It, and that's going to... That's gonna do it. Actually, they haven't gotten into second yet, so they kind of took their space on mid, but they didn't commit any bodies into coming in second.
Oh no, it's that time. Genji's going level 3s. Oh, does it, that is.
It's the level 3 time? Alright. I do see... Alright, thanks, basically nothing. It is an advanced option, so between rounds, I'll make sure to turn off the inspect panel. Appreciate that.
Advanced option.
Yeah. So, in order to not block the screen completely, I'll just do that whenever the next rollouts are starting. But yeah, so Does It is doing a really good job of not losing all this ground whenever Rai drops. I think, you know, the first drop, when pushing into last, they never lost second off that. That was because of a good play by Connor to pick up Jeremy before they were able to get out. And right there, he drops to Sinister, but they're able to get the players back up to prevent Shadow Ball from coming to second. I don't know if it's Shadow Ball being slow into second or Does It just doing a really good job in that post-Uber fight. And yes, Unicorn Wizard, we are all aware that that process can be slow at times. Rai actually drops his heavy through that Uber. He's going to commit in with his scout, who's going to be able to take out Timba, the heavy, but not much happening for them there. Jeremy only had about 20% ad, though, so it's not going to be really huge that Rai ended up using there.
Does It has a sniper watching choke and a level 3 on second, so
it's going to take a lot.
Wait a little bit.
You might have to hang out. How's your day going, Jacko? But yeah, so
Great day.
We're checking things out. Actually, I'm taking a look at the Sinister cam. Probably going to go in for Ryan a little bit at 50%. I think he might get this pick on the Soldier. Yeah, he picks up Super. They do know he's an IT now, so he's going to have to either switch things around or... Yeah, here comes the NG already looking for him. But nothing.
Still hanging out in IT.
Yeah, just hanging out. Oh, actually, here is the Uber out of the red team. They do use off of an advantage, so I'm glad to see that. Rai, though, is only 5% away from his Uber, so coming up right now, let's see, they do use back in. Oh, Teets actually hits a nice pipe to juggle the demo back during that Uber. But let's see who's going to win this trade afterwards. It looks like Shadow Ball has more players committed into the point, so they're just going to have to go back. Yeah. Rai goes down, Tenna goes down, and so does Wish, the heavy.
Really good kiting from Shadow Ball there.
Yeah. So they are, maybe they're listening to what we're saying, but they're actually going in already. Off of this, they're going to take down the NG time on point, and that is going to be our rounds. 1-1. Oh, jeez.
Watching these rollouts. Looks like Tenna is going to be way faster than Teets sticking their choke.
That face when I can't find the I can't find the system setting.
Option too.
Could you find it? No.
It said something about like advanced spectator mode or something, but
Oh, was it the advanced spectator mode?
I'm gonna try it, I'll try it.
Yeah, why don't you check that out for me, bud? Alright, but we are watching in mid here. Go down while I fuck around with my options. 80% for each medic right now. Just a couple picks for each team, but it looks like Does It is gonna take the early game here. Oh, but actually answering back with picks of their own. Here comes Shadow Ball, so
that is not
pretty even. And here comes the Uber out of Jeremy. Rai did go down, so that's gonna be great Uber for them. And let's see. Oh, actually, Jeremy was a little overcommitted. He had no one else with him as he used that Uber. Didn't get out in time. So that's going to be a late pick on the medic, which means longer respawn, longer time to get things going. And Mew should probably start capping midpoint, unless he doesn't realize that it's not capped. The rest of the Blues team... Oh, Rai goes down to Sherm, who just commits in and takes him out. So that's going to... That's going to put things probably back into Shadow Ball's hands, but Jeremy has not started healing yet. Rai's going to be up in just a couple seconds, so probably going to just see like a minimal advantage.
Uh-huh.
So here we are coming into second right now. Here comes Does It trying to flood through the point. Not too much going on for them, however. Actually, and here comes the soldier to commit hard, and actually makes a lot of space for Tenna the demo to come through as well. So, you know, the soldier's bomb, small play, but ends up having a huge effect on what's going on for them.
I think that actually works.
Alright, show non-standard items. I'll have to do that. We'll wait. It looks like this round might be coming to a close, but Rye does have 90% Uber, but if we've learned anything so far, that means it doesn't really matter, because he might drop. He does use... Yeah. Neon has been going off here. And looks like that might be a point capture. They're committing, but no, there it goes.
There it goes.
There it goes. Alright, there we are. And my view model FOV changed, so we'll just fix that.
Die.
Every time I change an advanced option, it does that. Thank you so much, basically nothing. So now we don't have to deal with those stupid inspectings. Tenna again faster on the rollout than Teets. I guess he's been practicing or, you know, playing in gold. So here we hey! So here we are coming through. Committing huge bodies does it. Super jumps in and makes a lot of space on second. Yeah, they absolutely tore through, and that's largely amount of their soldier. And that is a full wipe. We are going to see maybe send the scout to cap or something like that. No, they got their NG back there. They're going to be able to take second and
Super doing work.
Yeah, absolutely. Rye is at 100% Uber, so we'll probably see them flood in right now. Here they come out of the shutter door. Flashing in some of his players, but actually here goes water, and looks like the demo went down as well, but that's probably not going to mean much because here is the end of this round. 3-1. 3-run for Does It. So we're coming on to another mid. I want to watch Tenna again because he's just been nailing these rollouts. He's getting the whips from his soldier. He's hitting the surf here, and there he goes. He's gonna go take the mid pack on the midpoint, and pop some stickies down. Teets actually already goes down to Connor, but Unicorn picks up Tenna in the fray as well. So both demos down. Sherm grabs Weedham Boys, the scout for Does It, and Super goes down. So that's those are some big picks right now for Shadow Ball. They focused on the soldier who did a lot of work last mid, which is probably going to bode really well for him. Not too much in terms of Uber advantage. Only about 10, no, going up to about 15%. So they should be able to commit in right now. We'll see what kind of defense Blue has set up. Yeah, they're probably going to have to use to come in here. Here comes, let's take a look at the sniper cam. I don't think I've been given enough love to the snipers these games, especially with how well they've been doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Take a look at Connor, Does It sniper, goes for a shot onto Neon, not able to get the kill. But here comes the Uber out of each team, fighting along for the midpoint. We'll see how that post Uber ends up. Tenna trying to do his best, piping that scout, not able to get it. A lot of players down for each team, however, but it looks like advantage might be going in the favor of Red right now as they commit in their soldier, who's actually not able to get anything off of that. So we'll see how the spawns end up coming into play, but it's probably going to favor Does It right now. ×3 going down on the point. Yeah, picked up the heavy, and I think Neon got a headshot on someone there. Probably, I think it's Super, the soldier. So that's 2 picks already to go into last with. Even if you don't have Uber, you could probably at least start to dry push off that. Their NG is on mini sentries, so you don't have to worry too much about that level 3. But they are going to wait for their Uber, which is going to be coming up pretty soon. 100% for Shadow Ball right now, but Rye is really close to Uber. They waited too long to go in off of that. And that's what'll happen if you're not aggressive enough. So 100% for each. Oh, Water picks up Jeremy and then Sherm as well. That should prompt a push out of Does It right now. We're going to take a look at the heavy Wish. And here it comes. Here comes the carnage. Teets McGee goes down. But actually not too many picks with the Uber itself. Players were smart enough to back out, so they should be able to defend mid because they didn't lose too many there. 1 second.
Yeah. Gonna be about dead even Ubers as we wait for this push into mid.
Neon is down, however, so Connor is going to be uncontested here. They're going for shots on Jer, and here comes... Down. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
The max.
Unicorn Wizard sacks in, not able to get it. Rye is still at 150 health, so no damage done there. Only 3 up right now for Shadow Ball. Connor picks up the Engineer. Here is Neon, the Sniper, who dies to Connor as well. So besides some spawners, only Sherm was the only one left alive after that. So we're just resetting back to one of those times, man. We're just waiting for something to happen. Connor picks Neon, so that should prompt a push. Sniper is down 100% Uber. Jeremy not yet on his. Let's take a look.
Picking up 2 more on the flank of Shadow Ball.
Yeah, if you they better go in now. I mean, Jeremy is going to be.
Time, yeah.
I mean, 3 down, including the Soldier, Scout, and Sniper. Now's the time, guys. They did lose their Uber advantage. It took them 34 seconds to lose it. They finally went in. They still haven't used it. Here is the trade. Heavy versus heavy, but Rive drops down, so he's going to lose. Wish there. Yeah, he got knocked off the edge, which really unfortunate for them. And
so good.
They definitely had the chance to pick something up great, but unfortunately, not able to close it out. I mean, if you're gonna start, man, you better finish. That's what they say. So is this how you played season 15? I don't get it, man.
I'm not really sure what that means, but we're rolling with it.
We're rolling with it. We're gonna pretend it's shit talk. So you know, bad mouth coming out from the players, man. This is an intense battle. This is grueling.
Running high.
There goes a couple more picks in the favor of the red team. Wish is going to grab Sherm. Rye goes down to Sinister. So Jeremy is at about 100%. Here comes Sinister picking up another one. And we should see the push come out soon. Here we go. No Uber used just yet. Gonna kite it as long as possible.
Just protect the Jeremy.
Just protect the Jeremy.
Force is off the scope.
It's always rough when you got a when you got a heavy with you and you have to use becomes a scout running around. But yeah, they are gonna cap second point. But Ubers are gonna be just about even, perfectly even actually. 25%, 30% for each one right now. So no advantage for either one to push out or to push in. We will see as things go down. We got 3 minutes left on the map time here. It is 3-1 in the favor of Does It right now. So they have a lot of time to take this point and do things slow, but you're just scrimming, man. Go for it. Go for broke. 75% for each medic right now, so still no advantages coming through here. And there goes Sinister picking up 2 more. He picks up Rye, so why not? They got a dry push right now. Commit some bodies. Flood in. Oh, here comes the Uber out of rollout. They're going to bring in the demo. Going to take out the gun. No problem. Here comes Timba on a 10K. They're putting time on point. That should be the round. 3-2 now is the score.
Great round from Sinister and Jeremy. Staying alive.
Gonna take a look. Let's look at Teats on the rollout here. Having a little bit of trouble nailing it. Not really putting the stickies in the right place from what I'm seeing. He's aiming a little bit too low and not really going for that risky shot. But so he's gonna go to mid very slow and with low health, which is not gonna bode very well for him or his team. Sherm already low down on health. Unicorn Wizard goes down. Timba goes down. And those are 20-second respawns, so that midpoint, man. You die on mid early, you get fucked, dude.
You get fucked.
You get fucked. So we're gonna watch things go down. Neon grabs Rye though, so he kind of just dropped the mic, dude. He went in, he hit the shot, he unscoped, and he walked away. So talk about
vape off.
The vape off,
by
dude.
Timba.
So Connor actually did grab Neon on his way back out. Jeremy at 100%, but Blue is taking the point, so they...
Scott's on Jeremy. Deja vu, he forced it.
Deja vu! And they actually lose the midpoint as well, even though they had the advantage. They didn't have the player advantage, but yeah, it forced them to use Uber to take the midpoint. So Ubers are basically going to reset. And they had that one hundo ad. And they still have yet to even put some time on the point, so it does it doing a good job here. Neon grabs Mex, then he grabs Connor, takes out the sentry gun. We'll see what he has right in his sights right now. He ignores the pyro because he wants that pick on the medic, but oh, GG getting called out by Sinister. Just 25 seconds. Not enough time for a round to be taken. Looks like this one is going to end 3-2 for Does It. Just pad them stats, boys. Just pad them stats.
With 5 seconds left in the server, how will they, how will this game close?
How will this game close? Probably with, there we go. Probably with a stalemate. So, I don't think they're going to be playing another one here. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They only have like 10 minutes probably before their next scrim starts, but I'm gonna
be here for the next scrim.
That's all right, man. I'm gonna keep my eye out for another one. If you want to ask some of your friends if they're scrimming, because I like to switch up the teams, keep things interesting, you know, keep things spicy.
Sure.
Actually, I might have one here. I know, as I mentioned earlier in the cast, USA is going to be playing against Shadow Ball team we just saw. I don't know if Rise team is going to be playing again. I would like to see that go down. But I'm taking a look here. We might be able to throw down on some Secretly We Are Kawaii versus USA. I don't know who they're playing. Only person I recognize that's not on SWAC is Tex. So it could be ringing. Definitely want to get something interesting. They just loaded back into process, so I'm assuming they restarted the server. We're going to find something else for you boys. Let's see here. Or girls. I don't know what my player base is like just yet. We are trying to connect to the next STV. We'll see. We're probably going to be joining really, really late into the scrim. So, oh, Jacko already peaced out. Peace out, homeboy. Thanks for casting with me. Appreciate you. Appreciate your life. We're joining really late into the scrim. I just want to see if some of these guys are going to be maybe playing a second scrim here. But yeah, we're watching. Oh, this one actually just started. So here we go. We're on our first mid, it looks like. Pretty late into the first mid. Actually, about 5 minutes have passed. Almost 5 minutes have passed. So, not our first mid, but they are fighting for a midpoint right now. So, we are watching USA versus Secretly We Are Kawaii. I'm going to assume it's USA because Tex is in there, but again, Tex could be rigging. So, my boy Big Puds, aka Please Pudding Please, looks like he's playing for Secretly We Are Kawaii right now. So we're going to see how he throws down right now with the big boys. With the big boys. But, yeah, just watching, just waiting. I know we went from 5 CP Highlander to 5 CP Highlander, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We got their demo, who I believe is either Kyle or Rupee. No, Rupee's on Soldier. Man, this is the problem with aliasing, man. Can't keep track of a single damn person. So 100% right now for each medic. And we're going to hopefully see a push come down soon. Getting a little aggressive is USA in the choke right now. November, the only one down. That's the Pyro for blue. So that's actually not a bad pick to maybe push off of. Let's go, boys. Let's go for it. Come on. Sharpshot is waiting for an overheal from his medic. 300 health. He sees the sniper dot. Maybe see if that might be Jolteon. If it is, watch your fucking head. Jolteon maybe waiting to get a pick here. And Kezia, also no one to scoff at on sniper, sitting there as well. Here comes the push out of... Oh! They were gonna push. Secretly Arc Y about committed their players in, but actually thought better of it because one of the players went down to Kezia, but Jolteon picking one up as well, coming through. 5 up for each team right now, so we're going to see who's going to be able to commit the most bodies into the second point. It looks like USA is going to. Marty and the Heavy putting down time on that point. Ubers are still even for either team, so not too much in terms of capping last, but actually here comes Swag coming out. Someone's going to have to sit on that point to make sure that they can't back cap it. But yeah, really good play there. Pudding actually goes up a little bit on the Uber advantage. Probably not much to go on. Probably doesn't even know they have an ad right now either because those Ubers were pretty even. So we're going to watch things go down as we're going to be going through our choke again. So we saw a push. We thought red was going to cap it, but instead blue is able to come back through and we're going to reset back to watching choke. So let's take a look at the spy. Sanity Dance. It looks like he got caught out by the enemy spy coming through at the exact same time. It's rough for him. Here is Jolteon, who I am assuming is their sniper right now. See if he's going to be able to make a pick. Oh! Wish grabs Pudding! Wish just grabbed Pudding right there. He just ran in. Jolteon missed the shot, and there it went. USA used their Uber. But not too much in terms of frags. Doing a good job of kiting it so far. Jolteon does go down. Pudding is going to respawn, so they're going to have Uber to defend last unless USA can get really aggressive. Pudding just started healing, so they're at a 20% deficit, which is not too great. If USA can go in and rush things right now, that 20% is probably enough to go off of, but sitting up in river right now is the flank of Swack, and pretty much the entire red team is about to commit to lower lobby. So we'll see how they decide to play things from here. And it looks like the MG for Swack is gonna throw down level 3, still using the Jack. Got a huge nerf, if you want to call it, during Tough Break, if I can remember the name of the damn TF2 update. So here it goes down to Texas Uber. Pudding is at only 50 health, trying to stay alive. actually gets it. He's still a little bit to go before he gets his Uber. He's got to keep the heals on. His scout actually goes down to Kezia. He has 100% Uber, so he has something to defend the point with. But it's just him and his sniper. He uses to block the point right now. And look at, he picks up the frag with the pan while Ubered. So that's going to work out for them. Zabby, I believe, is probably playing demo right now. Yep. Zabby's demo gets a frag herself as well. Here comes Swag into lobby. We're going to see if they want to push out onto that second point, but not too many. Here they are. Here's the combo of red team. Going to be sitting defending that shutter. Sticks for either demo sitting there as well to keep the other team out. Keep the other team at bay. And here is Rupee Soldier for Swag picking up Wish. Zabby gets another frag herself as well. Sanity Dance right now the only pick in USA's favor, who is the spy for Swag. So Swag is pushed out into lobby. As long as they've got someone watching last, this should work out well for them. Rupee is fighting in River with the enemy soldier and the sniper who may have dropped back. Looks like Rupee has his conch, which also got a buff during the Tough Break update. Means more health regen for soldiers. We're going to see what happens here. He's actually going to get in on the medic. They forced them to use the Uber early. Pudding still has yet to use his. No reason to rush it at this point. They still have not come out of lobby yet, but now might be the time to go. Here is the Uber out of Pudding, but no one to pick up with it, actually. So we're going to reset back into probably about even Ubers, about 10% add for text, but probably not going to amount to much. Pudding do a good job of keeping his players alive right now. We're going to take a look at what's going on. Oh, let's look at the spy cam, actually. Sandy Dance going to be coming out onto through elbow right now. Or is that banana? I can never tell. I believe that's elbow. And he's getting behind the combo, but he thinks better of it as he sees Jerry, the pyro for USA, doing a good job spy checking. Man, spy cam is nice. You want to see the pick, but also can get pretty boring. Jolteon picks up Kezia, not Kezia, and then picks up their demo as well. So that should prompt a push here. 100% for each team. Here it comes. Zabby right now trying to put some damage out, but it's hard to fight that heavy as a demo. Looks like Pudding is going to heal up his heavy to come through, but they're not going to be able to commit the players into choke because health is not too good. Zappy, I know, gets really aggressive too, playing mainly Soldier, but she's been playing Demo recently, so hopefully this should mean a little bit less of a stalemate here through this choke, because I know she definitely wants to make a move. Wish the spy for Swag goes down. Only pick right now for either team. Probably won't amount to much. It just means less checking of the back for Pudding right now. Marty goes down as well. There's no one to push with Uber off of. Pudding has 100%, so hopefully they'll be able to do something when they come through this choke. But Tex also has Uber. So here it comes to get the Uber out of Tex. Zabby commits forward to try to take down the Pyro. Having no luck thus far. It looks like Jerry might probably win that battle. A lot of picks right now going in USA's favor. They take down the demo. They take down the soldier. Now the heavy. Spy and Enchi down as well. So they just got to keep their medic alive because Tex actually went down. So as long as they can keep Pudding alive, they're going to have that Uber ad. They can just reset back into to holding choke and then play off of their Uber ad. Maybe Wish might commit for a pick and they might send their soldier forward, but easier said than done, especially pushing a soldier through on Gullywash second. Oh, and thanks Pig Boner. 2 is Musketeer, so not Jolteon, not our normal sniper that I've seen in Swag, so I will start calling Musketeer. Thanks, man. So 100% right now for Pudding. Oh, Zabby goes down, so they gotta watch out for Kezia, who is going to be lurking, trying to take a pop at Pudding's head. They actually go onto the midpoint and just completely go around. So that's going to be great. They pick up the midpoint. They're coming through. Still 100%. They can go through choke with this text. Not yet up on Uber, but it's coming quickly. If they were just a little bit faster, they could have dived in and taken matters into their own hand. Zabby the only one going forward for Swack, though. Very passive play coming out by them. Pudding does flash his heavy, flashes his pyro in, but Zabby was the only one that committed completely into trying to take second point. So they are going to get here onto this second point. No time coming down yet. Pudding down on 60 health, but gets sandwiched from his heavy, so it's gonna be good for him. 62% Uber, and Tex is down right now, so they have a chance to push in with 100%. And no Uber from the enemy team. A little bit of time goes down on last, but Kezia grabs Sanity Dance, the spy right here. And we'll see the combo up in River right now. Zabby trying to spam out on this side right now. Pudding has 100%. And as long as he doesn't drop, this should be a push in right now. They lost look on their scout, but here it comes. Uber out of Pudding. Takes down the sentry. They've got to commit the rest of their bodies in right now. Here comes the soldier. They're putting time on point. And that is... That's not going to be the round. Look at that point cap right now. The only two players left alive are the scout and the engineer. And the scout's going in for the hero play, but dies to the mini sentry. Oof. That was brutal. That was tough to watch. Tex actually did die, but gets the benefit of a close respawn, so already started healing. They're just waiting for another push from someone. Rupee actually picks up Kezia. Not too much else going on. For actually picks up the soldier as well. So about a 25% ad right now for USA. So not a whole lot. That should be enough if you want to play aggressive. Absolutely enough if you want to play aggressive, I should say. But it looks like a lot of these teams are playing really passive. It's just part of the thing with playing CP on Highlander. You know, you want to wait for the pick. But in all that time that you're waiting for someone to make the pick that you want to push off of, you lose your Uber ad. So hopefully we should see Red Team want to move in pretty quickly here. They're taking a look through that shutter door. Pudding is only 5% away from his. So there we go. They did lose the Uber ad. They didn't commit their players in. And we're going to wait. We're just going to sit and wait and reset and see who's going to make the first move coming into this last point. And look at that point of view. Really interesting play right now from the demo. Just kind of smashing the window with his bottle. Maybe trying to get something going. Trying to break down that window. And, maybe try to put some sticks through it. And yes, that's sarcasm. Just in case you're not familiar with TF2, that glass cannot be broken. But here we are. We're going to come through. Marty trying to commit a little bit in here. Goes down to Zabby. But not too many picks for either team. Actually, it looks like Sanity Dance tried to go in for a pick, but not able to get one. Pudding actually used his Uber in lobby, got forced, so that should prompt a push out of red, but they actually lost a lot of players there too before their Uber. Tex is using his. Pudding doing a good job so far of kiting, but gets hit by a stick. So as long as he can avoid a little bit more damage, that health regen is going to do the rest for him. He's going to stay alive. Tex did not go down. Red is going to be able to play off of that spawn advantage right there too. So luckily not disastrous for either team. Although it would have been a little bit more fun for us if it was disastrous for either team, because then we could have seen some good old-fashioned fragging. Take a look at Sanity Dance, the Pyro, well, the Spy, rather, for Swack. Goes in for a couple picks, but not able to get anything. He's going to hide behind the dispenser and actually do a good job distracting. 3 people were looking at him. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but hey, it worked out for his team. They're going to commit the rest of the body. Zabby's going to put pipes down on point and going to die, however. Pudding and the Engineer, the only ones up. Pudding's got to get out. Engineer goes down. And yeah, Pudding is long gone. But Tex, notably, goes down as well. Pudding not yet charging, so Ubers are going to be perfectly even, at least at this point. But we should maybe see a push. Yeah, here comes USA and the rest of their team. Putting down some time on the second point. Musketeer grabbing the heavy sharp shot for USA there. We're going to take a look at the sniper cam. And actually, as I say that, before I can get over to the point of view, Kezia takes out Musketeer. So, nice pick right there. It's going to open up a little bit of space in this choke, at least if they want to commit some bodies. They do have to worry about stickies. But with no sniper staring in the face, no instant death, they should be able to commit maybe their heavy or demo. And, alright. So I guess they called it. I guess they called it. And disconnect. Server shutting down. I think one of these few people will be playing another scrim, so I should be able to watch something if you guys are still interested in going. So bear with me. I think I have some server info here. Looks like, yeah, just gonna have to find someone to spec off of. I don't want to I don't want to be done, man. I want to keep scrimming. I want to keep watching. Alright, I do have something to fall back on. It is silver, which shouldn't be much of a problem. I do like to normally try to stay gold plus, but oh, actually, I might have one right here. Bad spectator password. Who puts a password on STV? I'm sorry, but come on. So let's see. I thought it was going to be a C&D server. I already know the password to theirs because I played on it so often. But actually, I don't think this is silver. Maybe a friend of mine is going to be on a silver team. But they are playing, looks like, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, who's going to be gold. C&D went 5-3 last season and go pretty respectable record they put up for their first season there. And here we are. We're going to spectate. We're going to do that spectating. Oh, you know what? This might not be. What do we got? I swear to God I saw Flick in the server. So maybe he left and is restarting or something like that. But we are going to be watching 2 teams. I have no idea who either one is on Swiftwater. So, you know, if you guys feel like sticking around, feel free to stick around and we'll watch some of this go down. I will say, as I plug every once in a while, please feel free to check out some of the articles I've been writing about UGC Golds. You can catch those on a website called The Killer Exclusive. Best way to find it is we now have a Steam group, which I will link down in the chat. So feel free to join that. We'll be posting announcements whenever new articles go live. It has links to the site as well. And I'm going to be posting, I don't know if maybe one of the other guys already have, but I'm going to be posting a discussion for some rumors and stuff like that for gold and plat and stuff, because I don't know if you've checked out the UGC forums lately, but you know, they have to do their job. They are moderating, but moderating a little too hard. Not enough memes, not enough fun. So hopefully, you know, people will find some use out of being able to write some stuff there. The sad part is too, I've been focusing on golds for the things I've been doing for the season, and you know, they kept closing down the gold threads, so there's no gold rumors right now, which is a real fun part of checking out the forums to see what's going on there. So here we are. I'm gonna post up that link to the Steam group as soon as I can figure out my own life. So yeah, guys, please feel free to check that out and get in there and join the group if you want. If you don't, that's totally fine. We do post whenever we have new articles on the UGC forums as well, so you can check that out as well. There's just a thread called the Killer Exclusive. I have 2 up there right now. Week 1, which I put out last Friday. I should say 2 Fridays ago. And number 2 came out last Saturday, so a lot of reading to catch up on. Some cool teams in there. Quail Noises, Papa Peddlers 2016, yeah, stuff like that. What else do I got in there? Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is in there as well. USA, which was the team that we just saw, but a lot of people that didn't recognize, so I'm assuming that Baby Tex was just ringing in there. So, yeah, absolutely. Check that out. It'd be really awesome. There are also some surveys in there. Get your opinions on some things, because who doesn't like to share those? So we are waiting, looks like, for 9 to come for each player, and it looks like for each team rather, it looks like we are 9v9, so that's awesome. Hopefully, we should be getting started soon. I'm gonna find out which teams these are, so we can get some info here. Dramatic Music versus Degree Zero. As I mentioned, these are 2 silver teams. I don't, to be completely honest, I don't recognize many players on either team. I mean, I know Xander just from playing lobbies. I know Pudding because Pudding's my boy. And I know Bertillion. I've played a few seasons where he's been around. But yeah, not too familiar with a lot of these players. Oh, I do know Vela too, so hopefully it'll still be a pretty fun match to watch. So I'm gonna assume both medics are not. Yeah, both medics are on Ubers, so nothing weird out of the gate there. Looks like NG's got his gun in a pretty standard spot, just sitting in tunnel. No Jag, which is not that surprising anymore because it takes three swings to get rid of a sapper. So that's something to note. So Jag was one of the things that came into the meta last season. People were using it constantly, and now not so much. 3 swings, you have a lower heal rate for your sentry. 3 swings to get rid of a sapper. Pretty bad, honestly. So here we are. We're opening the gates here on Swiftwater. Payload. And actually, I want to take a look at the sniper cam because Beep actually gets the first kill onto Blacken, the enemy sniper. That means right now Pudding could try to get out of spawn if he's not worried about stickies or anything like that. If his team's pretty confident. But actually, oh, I was gonna say Pudding drop, but that was just a spy pretending. And it looks like Blacken might be playing without sound because that was a pretty obvious dead ringer, literally right in his face. So we should see. Here comes Beep with another shot, picks up the heavy. Ace Deuce, the spy, tries to go in for a pick. Nothing doing there. Here comes the Uber out of either team. 240p uses his. He's going to save his NG as he gets out. But good job getting the gun here by Dramatic Music. A Degree Zero's medic goes down 240p. So that's going to mean probably a pretty easy time getting onto the second point. Blacken picks up the enemy heavy rather. And Vela grabs Bleh, the enemy scout. Xander goes down and Munch, the soldier, goes down. So actually they probably could hold this if they get their medic in pretty soon, or they do force Pudding to go out. They do just have to deal with this one demo. Sniper overcommits just a little bit, but is not fully punished as he's going to be able to make it to cart and get himself some heals before he goes down. So 75% right now for Pudding, 65 for 240p. Oh, actually goes down. He dies to Bleh, the enemy scout right there. So that's gonna put things hugely in favor of Pudding and his boys in blue. Taeyeon, the demo, is fully buffed up. He gets hit real hard by the enemy demo lead, but manages to stay alive, getting his heals from his medic. And we should see the Uber come out. Looks like they're going to come from that tunnel area. Maybe get some eyes on the sentry. Here it is. They use Pudding and his demo. Look like they're going to be able to take the sentry out. Good job by Taeyeon focusing down the engineer and the heavy rather than going directly for level 2. So able to get the picks that he needs. 240p, the medic actually goes in and tries to kill someone while he's running out of spawn, but dies himself. Taeyeon's going to commit his body to go in and try to pick up the scout, and oh, he gets both of them. He kills the scout and the sniper, and there goes the second point in 3 minutes for the blue team. So, just completely rolling through, although only times 1 on point, which is surprising, because if you want to set the best time possible, you actually put more people on the cart. So, they finally do commit people on the cart, so they're going to be able to take it relatively quickly, but they don't throw any bodies forward, so there is a level 2, soon to be level 3 on the kind of point 3.5, I guess you could call it. So here we are, a couple players going into garage. Looks like the heavy and soldier of Dramatic Music went in there. Heavy trying to fight. He's gonna have a full health pack in there, which will help him stay alive. But Munch, the soldier, goes down. So. Oh, good job taking down the gun. Beep then gets the NG, so that's gonna mean nothing to defend this next point. They do have Uber, so I shouldn't say absolutely nothing. If they can get some picks and maybe grab Pudding in the process, they could keep this point. But otherwise, not looking too good for them to hold point 3.5. I guess I could call it point 4. Actually, Beep gets Vela with a body shot right there as he's trying to commit in for the kill. Blacken running that Girardi. He's going to throw it onto the enemy heavy. He just sacks in for nothing there. So, welcome to Silver Scrims, boys. This is mainly why I try to cast Gold Plus. I know it's a scrim, it's not really taken very seriously, but When you're like one of the biggest damage dealing classes in the game and you're gonna run in and try to challenge a heavy with your Jarate and Bushwhacker, that, you know, just a little bit kind of shows that given up in a sense. But they're not doing too bad, at least holding this this next point, so I don't know why they're getting a little foolish. Bertillion gets a pick before going down to the enemy spy, and this looks like it's going to be point 4 in favor of blue if they can get the rest of the people in. There goes 240p dropping to Xander. The engineer goes down as well. If they can put ×3 on point, that should, you know, make it really easy for them. Xander picks up the pyro as well. Taking a look at that awesome spy cam there. So there we go. ×4 on point. They should be able to cap it, but the other thing of note as well is if they had just committed some more people earlier, you know, they could have saved an extra 10 seconds of pushing their card, just slowly edging it even though they had players. So a little bit slower time that they could have had, I should say. Beep going in for the shot on Black, and the enemy sniper not able to get it as he was being defended by the enemy gun, but Xander actually picks up the gun and the Engie in one fell swoop. 3 down right now for blue, but a big pick is the one on the engineer. Pudding is only about 20 seconds away from having his Uber as well. Xander is just going absolutely nuts right now on this team. That pyro really needs to step it up, Nightmarious. But not enough time right there because Uber or not, here comes blue team gonna cap the point. 7 minutes, 12 seconds. Take a look at our logs here. Vela, a Red Scout, putting up the most frags, and I'm actually surprised that Blacken put down 10 there. Honestly, Beep had the early advantage, and but Blacken I guess was more consistent. I guess I wasn't watching him well enough, and Xander only picks up 7, and I think I watched him get all 7 kills on the 4th point. So you know. A little slow to start, but that should be no problem because he came up where it counted, which was at the end there to help his team go through, and actually puts himself onto top 3 in the damage leaderboards. Taeon, Blues demo, Dramatic Music's demo, followed by Black, and again the Red Sniper. So we're gonna take a look. Here is Blacken, the Blue Sniper. He actually gets an eye on Beep right there. He sees him. Does he see him? Okay, now he finally picked him up. And that, you know, bright yellow logo is gonna help him kind of peek him out. We'll try to get an eye on Beep right now, who comes out of the house. Not able to get the pick onto Bertillion, the enemy heavy, so he's gonna back off. Running Machina right now, which is a very strong chance of being banned this season. We'll see what the admins decide. It didn't get any buffs or nerfs during the latest update, at least as far as I'm aware. No, it did not. But so that's still pretty heavy chance of being banned. Beep actually goes for another shot onto enemy heavy, not able to get it in Black, and picks him up. Xander grabs the enemy engineer, hanging around in that house area. Neither medic has been forced to use just yet. And actually, I want to keep an eye. Where is 240p? Here he is. Probably going to use Uber pretty soon. Looks like he's getting aggressive, but Pudding wants to use first and blast him back with the pyro. Now it's just pyro v pyro. Looks like the gun went down earlier. Maybe why Pudding ended up using. He's got to get out, save his demo, and that's exactly what he does. So I'm actually really impressed so far on what is going down. I didn't think that Degree Zero was going to be able to take it as fast as they were, but they're absolutely doing it. And here comes Ace Deuce, the enemy spy. He's going to go in for a pick. At least we should see him go for a pick in just a second. He's got the enemy medic, heavy, and engineer right there. So as long as he swings in their general direction, he might pick up a frag. But actually, here comes the good spy checking out of Mallory, the red pyro, and finds him. Kind of a cool spot for the gun there. He is using Jag, so doesn't really care much about the nerf. Here comes the Uber out of the blue team, really far back in tunnel, and it looks like Biz might let his gun die, but not just yet. He's going to put his Rescue Ranger bolts into it. He's going to put down the Jag, and that's going to be a wasted Uber. Putting just a little bit will be up on his, and we'll take a look at what Xander's got going on because he is behind the enemy team again. Goes in for stab on the Pyro, but not able to get it. So kudos to you, Nightmarius, to finally found the spot. Was that too much of a dick thing to say? I don't know. Did that sound really dickish? Probably. But it's alright, man. It's a casual cast. Hashtag. So here goes Beat going down to the L'Etranger of Ace Deuce. The L'Etranger. 100% Uber for putting. 240p is at 100% Uber now as well. They're going to go through this upper area where they know the gun is hiding now. They're going to commit their demo. They're heavy. Here comes the sniper with Girardi. So, not a bad play, actually, bringing in your sniper there. But, it's not going to matter. And they're not going to be able to back out. So, that's actually a really, really nice place to put the gun. The gun did go down to a mini-sentry, though. If you can believe it. So they use an Uber in there, and the mini-sentry ends up taking it down, but not the best place to Uber, I'd say, to be honest. You go in, and they brought their sniper in to use the Girardi, but because he took so long to use the Uber and flash people in, the heavy went down before then. So no big damage right up front, and then they get trapped. They could have tried to jump out the window, which is sometimes a pain to do. So. I don't know. I do like the creativity. I admire that. So 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. I don't think I'm going to be doing another half or another map of this one. Probably just call it after this. But looks like this one is going to go in the favor of dramatic music. I actually thought that Degree Zero was going to come in pretty strong. That's what they were looking like. But they couldn't crack the code with that sentry gun up there for the second point. And that's going to cost them the round. But, you know, that is the great thing about learning during scrims. You know, you do this now, and if Swiftwater is played, then you don't have to struggle as much during your match. Pudding is at 100% Uber still, 240p, 100% for his as well. We'll see how they want to challenge the gun. They're going through the same way. So he's going to flash in the necessary players, but the Pyro is there. You're just in too much of a confined space. Too much of a choke, and you're not going to be able to survive after this unless your team can put out the damage. Actually, as I say that, Bertillion takes out a couple, but Taeon, the enemy demo, is going to kill 240p and have nothing but heals on him for his medic. So under a minute left. All is for naught right now for this team. They tried. Well, you know, what else can I say? They did look good, but they couldn't crack the code, and maybe this taught them something. That there's a better angle. At first you don't succeed, try again. You know? Go in for a coordinated sap and Uber. You know, right there they have their soldier with the direct hit, have an angle on the gun, so You bring in an Uber, you bring in a direct hit, and you bring in a sapper, and you know your spy can check if they're on Jag now. And with that huge nerf about needing to swing 3 times to take out a sapper, if you know your enemy is on Jag, you absolutely want to go for the sap and Uber or sap and direct hit or something. But that is going to be the rounds. As I mentioned, I don't know if I will do another half of this. I don't know if they're going to be playing another Swiftwater, another half, or something like that. But we are going to see, look at that, right out fragging by 33, and pretty much what I expected. Vela, the scout, the only one that really put out some big numbers. Blacken fell behind after putting out, I think, 9 frags in the first round? I can double check that. 10 frags, only able to grab 4 on offense there. So Vela putting out that big 23. Putting out some good DPM too for a scout, especially on payload. But I mean, proof's in the pudding right there, and not pudding as in the medic, but 5 and 12 versus 19 and 6 is a demo. When you don't have that power coming through with your demo, well, you're gonna see stuff like that. But hey, I do appreciate anyone who sat here and watched as things went down. Let's see what I got. Oh, I got nothing. It's a crap weapon. Who gives a shit? But yeah, thanks guys for sitting down watching. Anyone who followed today, thank you. And remember, check out the Killer exclusive TF2. It's actually steamcommunity.com/groups/the Killer exclusive TF2. So you can go ahead and check that out if you'd like. I'm going to be posting the articles on there as well as on the UGC forums, so you can take a look and read up on what's going to be going on in Gold. If you're interested in watching some more casual casts, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, time permitting, feel free to follow, and we'll take a look at what's going on. Learn some things, watch some new teams, watch some good teams, and if you have any feedback for me, please feel free to get in touch. Just add me on Steam, same as the Twitch box with 10 X's, and we'll talk, we'll hang, man. We'll Netflix and chill. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want, baby. So thanks a lot, and have a good one.